Corky's an expert at playing the victim. He knows nothing about drug and alcohol addiction or any of these things that he talks about. All he knows about is being a victim, so he's helping Sabella become a victim by lying about other people, saying that because Sabella went through some abuse, that all her bad behaviors are excusable. Sorry about your luck there, Corky. That's not how it works.
So I've got kind of a, well, I had a busy day yesterday. I've had a busy day for the past week or so. Anyway, meeting people, doing things, just, all around that kind of thing. And because I've been so busy,
yeah, right. You're so busy. What are you busy doing? You're busy doing a job.
I haven't really been keeping abreast of the nonsense that's been going on with YouTube, with the YouTube drama circle. And I'm not even sure if this is getting out. So I thought I'd make a quick video about a situation that should not be happening, but is. We have a situation where certain people want to defend and promote domestic violence. These people being Burnt Toast and Jules Tells All. Never mind the fact that, these two are both women. Now you'd think that a couple of women...
Now, I seriously doubt they're promoting domestic violence, but we all know that you're a pathological liar, Nick, so nothing you say can be trusted.
...would stand up and say, you know what, domestic violence is a bad thing. You'd think they might sit there and say, we don't like Sabella, but, it's not right for any woman to get beaten up and bullied and traumatized, victimized, kidnapped, all this other stuff. You'd think that women would be somewhat in alignment with that, but no, not these two. No, not these two.
Now, Sabella's an awful person, and just because she was domestically violated doesn't mean they can't talk about this awful person.
These two, they believe that if they don't like someone, it's okay for them to be abused. This is disgusting behavior on their part.
You're just lying through your teeth.
And, here's the funny thing. I could sit there and I could complain about Jules, because Jules is a hypocrite, as is Burnt Toast. And I know, little Miss Jules is, still in the mentality, the psychology of, like, those mean girls from high school, the little meanie high schooler, in high school. The kind of attitude of, she's too cool to care, and if you care, you're stupid and cringe.
Nick, just because someone's a victim of domestic violence doesn't mean their other bad behaviors get ignored.
But of course, if you call her a name, oh, well, then that's different, right? If you make fun of her dumbass, that's different somehow. Magically, that's different. Now, you would think Burnt Toast being, in her 40s, washed up, hit the wall, that type of thing, you would think that she'd sit there.
Notice how Nick likes to say stuff about people, but he doesn't like people saying stuff about him?
And she would sit there and say to Jules, hey, pipe down, we women need to support each other in defending ourselves against assholes. No, not Burnt Toast. Burnt Toast and Jules both have declared their love and admiration for Bruce.
Liar!
Bruce, who kept Sabella basically held prisoner and held hostage for 11 years. I'm not going to tell everything that went on because that's Sabella's story. But it's important to know that the abuse started when she was about 26 and just kept getting worse over time. And this is what a lot of these guys do. The abuse just gets worse over time. He would not let her get her driver's license. Not only that, he let his license expire. He wanted to move her out to the middle of nowhere, not let her use the internet, not have
middle of nowhere, Jacksonville, Florida. Okay.
Any friends, etc. And also, I heard Frank, another fuck up. Frank wants to sit there, and Jules want to sit there and call Sabella an alcoholic and say, well, she was getting drunk and being mean to Bruce. Bruce was the one buying her the alcohol. So don't even start that shit. We're not going to play that game.
Being an alcoholic or any type of addict doesn't matter who's buying it for you. Oh, I thought you would know that. Aren't you an alcohol counselor? Oh, that's right, you're not.
We're not going to sit here and pretend that Bruce was some shining light, because he wasn't. He was a piece of garbage, and he still is a piece of garbage. And, that's just the way he is. He's a piece of garbage. I'm not going to pay attention to the chat right now. This is going to be a quick stream, because I do have other stuff I need to do. I got like real estate shit to do.
You can't legally sell real estate in the state of Nebraska. I checked. You can never get a real estate license.
I'm not going to tell you because it's none of your business. Anyway, Frankie, Frankenfart, Frankenfart. It's the Geek Room with your special host, Frankenfart. Frankenfart, because he's...
Ha 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 ha! You're so funny. You're so funny, Nick.
Smells like a number of different kinds of farts. I smell cow farts. Wait, I smell pig farts. Oh, wait, I smell goat farts. Oh, wait, it's all from the same person. Frank of the Geek Room. Frankenfart. Anyway, yes, I know this is childish, but hey, Frankenfart wants to be childish. You know, I saw G-Man's stream last night, and, you know, I'm looking forward to his interaction with Frank. Of course, you know, Frank will probably do something like he did to Sabella last night, when Sabella, in her desire to defend me, because she's sick and tired of people saying that I'm some kind of horrible human being, when I rescued her out of a domestic violence situation.
One good deed does not excuse all your bad deeds, doofus.
And I've helped I've helped a number of other people too, and I'm not going to go into their stories either. But you know, point being, as somebody who has studied to become an addictions counselor, I've studied psychology. I've studied addiction. Obviously, I've had to study domestic violence. Because there's a whole host of issues that come from drug addiction, or that lead to drug addiction. And believe me, if you were locked inside of an apartment or a house for 11 years and basically sequestered to one room for 11 years, yeah, you'd want to fucking drink too, because you wouldn't be able to handle it. And I don't even want to hear, I swear to God, if I hear one person sit there and say, well, she could have left any time.
Well, she could have left any time. Now what are you going to do? Corky, you going to come after me?
You obviously don't have a fucking clue as to the nature of bullying, trauma, harassment, gaslighting, and domestic violence. You are basically fucking clueless, so you don't get a fucking opinion. And yes, I'm talking to you, burnt toast, Jules, Frankenfart. Anyway. Yeah, it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop. I don't appreciate the nastiness. I really don't appreciate the nastiness that y'all are doing to Isabella. She does not deserve it. She got it. She is...
Sure, it's horrible what happened to Sabella with her husband, but that doesn't excuse her other bad behaviors. She doesn't get a pass on all her bad deeds.
Free from a domestic violence situation. There's a lot of stuff she has to get together to get her life in order. The last thing she needs is a bunch of dumbasses trash talking her. And I know the excuse will be, well, maybe she needs to stay asking and kidnap. Well, maybe you need to act like human beings. Maybe you need to not abuse people who are already suffering abuse. Maybe you need to not promote and endorse domestic violence. I already got people calling me. This is going to end sooner rather than later. I do want to say, however, also that I am a little bit miffed that, see, there's a couple of problems here on YouTube. You've got the people who endorse and promote domestic violence and bullying, etc. I'm going to include Dragonut in there because, well, you know, I'm not really happy with his behavior either.
What behavior is that? Exposing you for all the bullshit you're doing? Oh, okay.
Because he's working behind the scenes. There's commitment, fat photog. There's a lot of people going to Frank's fucking channel. And last night, Isabella tried talking to Frankenfart, and she had a whole bunch of fucking people waiting to fucking rail her, just to fucking knock her off her ass. You know, and it's like when there's 6 on 1, and that one is drunk, and she's still kicking your fucking asses, Frankenfart. Yeah, You better hope to God you never see her in the street, because she'll fucking knock you on your ass and I'll fucking help her.
You're not going to help her. You're going to hide behind her skirt and you're going to pee your pants.
And yeah, that is a threat. You can take that as a threat, you big fucking baby. It's so funny how all these trolls and bullies want to threaten people, want to make people feel like shit, and then when somebody gets mad enough to fight back, they're like, oh, we're the victim. No, you're not the victims, you're the perpetrators.
That's bullshit, because there's an open invitation for you to come down and take down the black onion, so shut the fuck up.
And I know this, like, weird cancel culture of, like, you know, where the criminal gets to be the victim. Yeah, I know that's, you know, trendy. That's not what we're gonna fucking do. We're gonna live in a world where people like Frankenfart mouth off.
That's exactly what you are, Corky. You're a criminal trying to be a victim.
And they get their teeth knocked out. Don't care if it's a threat. I don't care a fuck if I lose my channel over this. Sabella is my friend, and I would be defending any woman like this. especially one who's a victim of domestic violence, who's working her ass off to get herself back into, functioning like a full adult. And she's got a lot of work to do. And, I swear to God, I should have been paying attention, telling her not to fucking go into Frankenfart's fucking room. But I had other things to do, and I was preoccupied. Nonetheless, here's another thing I'm going to say. I'm going to end with this because I need to get other stuff done today. I am a little pissed off that we do have, there's another section of YouTube. It's the love and light crowd. Oh, we don't want to be involved. We don't want to be involved with the nastiness. And yet what happens is...
You're going to try to use Von Helton's fence sitter deal, huh?
What happens is, people like Sabella, they don't get the defense they fucking need. Now, I'm not saying people should fucking fight with each other all the time. I'm not saying that at all. But, when you have friends, and they're giving you all kinds of well wishes, but they're not fucking fighting for you, and they're not standing up, and if you just even making a fucking video, make a fucking video, and say, hey, I don't think this is good, I don't think it's right, I don't fucking appreciate it, it needs to stop. Just a statement of video. No, they don't want to take sides. They're afraid to take sides. Oh my God, if we take a side, somebody might get mad at us. They're already mad at you. They're already going to tear you down. They're already going after Low Tower Productions. If Sabella takes off and disappears for a fucking month or so, or if leaves YouTube for a while or whatever, they're going to go after it. They're going to go after Low Tower Productions. They'll go after whoever they can. Why do you think Dragunot started behaving himself? Because they started going after him.
Bullshit level, DEFCON 5.
Turn. We got all kinds of shit going on. All kinds of shit going down. We got cowardice, we got bullying, we got injustice. I don't appreciate it. I don't fucking appreciate it, and I don't think anybody does. And it's absolutely fucking ridiculous that there are women who are defending the violent abuse of another woman. You know, there was a time in human history.
They are not doing those things, and you know it. You're just lying and trying to make her into a victim like you make yourself into a victim.
And this happens today in some circles. It happens even today in some circles. Where if a woman, even if she doesn't like another woman, she sees that woman getting, curb stomped by some motherfucking guy, she gathers her sisters together. She gets her fellow women together and says, hey, let's break, this motherfucker needs to get curb stomped. I'm not saying they, fucking castrate the guy, but, I'm sure that happened a few times.
You're such an expert on women, even though you've never been kissed your entire life. Your pee-pee's never been touched. I mean, you're an idiot there, dude. I know you're lying through your teeth, and you make up things that people say that they never say. So, we all know you're full of shit here. So, you're defending Sabella's saying that because Sabella was abused by her boyfriend / husband, whatever the fuck he was, nobody's defending that guy. You're lying, and that's the bottom line.